why do you have to learn your rudiments, right? Why do I have to learn any rudiments, right? That's a question definitely going to, especially if you're a beginner, you know, especially in today's day and age with YouTube, all the access to all the information we have. We got drum licks everywhere. We got gospel chops. We got death metal drumming. We got all the drum corps videos on YouTube. Why do you have to learn rudiments, right? Why can't I just start jamming like those guys, right? Right? Why do I have to learn rudiments, right? So we're going to break this down over a couple of videos, but let's just start with these three. We're going to start with the ruff, single drag, single paradiddle, right? I'm going to show you two. Those are actually, they're related. They're correlated, right? It's not really three separate lessons. If you learn the ruff, you've also learned the single drag, you've also learned the single paradiddle, and you've learned those mechanics that relate to each one of those rudiments, right? So if you learn a ruff, right, a diddle, and then a single stroke, right? So a diddle, single stroke, right? All right, right away, that's teaching me what? That's teaching me coordination, right? One thing's really small and bouncy. One thing is just a single hit, right? Right? So naturally, you know, that's a very unnatural motion. Coordination is unnatural to our bodies, right? It's like when you first sit down and play a drum set for the first time, everything wants to hit together, right? In your hands, when you start learning your rudiments, everything's going to want to hit loud or hit together or whatever, right? But here, when we play the ruff, we're saying, hey, keep one thing low and the other thing big. That's coordination, right? So that's one thing you learn. You learn coordination. Now, what am I also learning? I'm learning two different types of strokes. I'm learning a bounce stroke, a diddle, right? My hand's nice and loose. And then I'm still loose over here, but I'm only hitting once. So I'm letting that stick just dribble. Back and forth, right? Coordination. This setup, and then this setup. So there's two types of coordination. That I'm learning coordination, and I'm learning two different ways to hit the drum. All right, that's another reason to learn this rudiment, right? Now, watch this. Now watch what's going to happen. There's going to be a change. Am I playing a single paradiddle or am I playing a single drag? The answer is yes. Right? So, hey, I just played a ruff. I just added one more note. That'll give me either a drag, a single drag, or a single paradiddle, right? One more time. Here's our ruff. All right, now let's turn this ruff into a single paradiddle. I just filled in the space. That's all I did. Whoop. Right? So, I learned the ruff, which also showed me the mechanics of playing a paradiddle, right? When you go to learn a paradiddle first time, we get really frustrated because, you know, if you're like an 8-year-old kid or a 5-year-old kid or a drummer, a new drummer, you're usually going to approach it like right, left, right, left, left, and you're going to mess that up because your hands are naturally going to be uncoordinated, right? But if you think of it as being kind of a spin-off of a ruff, right, here it is. Now, on that single paradiddle, I had to kind of open up my double strokes a little bit more, right? Here's the ruff. Here's the paradiddle. right? So that's a different set of mechanics, right? So you're learning how to adjust your notes, you're shaping your notes differently as you go from one rudiment to another. But it was just a slight adjustment, right? So you're learning, different levels of tension in your hand to create a different type of a stroke, right? So that's another thing you're learning in rudiments. You're learning how to shape your notes, right? So you're learning coordination, you're learning how to create different types of strokes, and you're learning how to manipulate your strokes, right? Now let's go back to that ruff. Now I made a single drag. Ruff, single drag. Ruff, single drag. Let's start the single drag with the accent. That single drag, that's going to teach you a lot of, there's hand coordination in there, again, because you have that accent, and you have those two little soft notes in the beginning, in the middle, I'm sorry. Big accent, small notes in the middle. Teaches you a lot about sound quality, right? That's if you pay attention to the way you're actually playing this. Now, if you're up here and you look at a rudiment poster on your wall and you just go, okay, yeah, I guess I have to learn this for my drum lesson. Okay, single drag. Yeah, you're playing it, but it sounds like crap, right? I mean, if that's all there was to it, I wouldn't be very interested in learning my rudiments either, right? Because who cares, right? Single drag, paradiddle, double paradiddle, right? Who cares, right? All just a blob of notes, right? But you're not learning the mechanics that were intended to be taught with those rudiments, right? So, single drag. You're learning control, you're learning finger strokes. There's just a lot in there, right? Those little finger strokes, getting your fingers stronger, that's going to help you play better ghost notes on your drum set too, right? So there's a lot of reasons to learn your rudiments, right? Hey guys, work on your rudiments. You'll be happy you did, right? Think of even like with a ruff, right? You got that double stroke. If I just, let's say I take away that single note, right? Let's take it away. Doesn't that set me up to play a roll? See? Nice. See how gentle I'm hitting? Start off playing low first. Play low. Playing nice and low like this will help you relax better, right? I mean, I know a lot of the knowledge out there is to start with, full strokes and, whatever, Gladstone and Muller and all that stuff and play nice big full strokes, which is all good, right? But if you, in the beginning, learn how to play soft, that'll help you relax better, right? So, here's my ruff. I'm going to take away, right? If I just blend those together a little bit more, that's going to give me a roll. Right? Hey guys, plenty of reasons to work on your rudiments, right? Don't just look at your rudiment poster as 40 lessons that are completely unrelated and it's going to take me 10 years to learn everything, so why should I even begin learning this in the first place? I just want to jam now. Don't think of it that way. So definitely, hey, you definitely have great reasons to learn all of your rudiments. All right, we're going to explore this a lot more in some future videos, but I just wanted you to show you, just open up your understanding to why you have to learn these rudiments. definitely spend your time learning rudiments, guys. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Make sure, hey, take your rudiments seriously, man. Like we just showed you, there's a lot of good reasons to learn your rudiments, right? There's a lot of great mechanics, just like we explained. Hey, you learn coordination in the hands. You learn how to get better sound quality in your hands. You learn how to get better control of your diddles, how to make your sticks do different things, right? It's not just, right? You want to learn how to get different kind of strokes, and that can all be learned with rudiments. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We're going to have a lot more videos like this in the future. Stay tuned for more videos, and to stay on top of when we do release more videos on how and why you should learn these rudiments, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and be sure to like this video. That helps the algorithm. Hey guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.